何か辛いことでもあるの？そうだこれから面白 buenas noches, chat. Sí, señor. Ela, ela, sí, entrap. See, I switch over to Japanese. What the fuck am I doing, idiot? Hi, chat. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Chat, don't you just love it when I stream? Doesn't it make you go ooh woo? Doesn't it make you just go ooh woo ookie? Ookie ooh woo ooh ookie? Ookie 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 ooh woo. Hello, chat. Last night we were playing Dispatch, and let's just say it got a little freaky. Now I will say, chat, unfortunately I have some news to tell you. I'm gonna be serious for a second. It's a sad day. My second monitor has officially gone to sleep forever. She was a good monitor. I worked her to the bone. She was up 48 hours a day, every day. Got no rest. And she'll be missed. She was a good monitor. But we'll have to let her go. I've had her for 4 years now. That's longer than some people can keep their kids. And so I just want to come on here and just say, thank you for these last 4 years. I think I've been a better father than 95% of the Americans in my house. And so I just want to say thank you for your service. Something that some of us can't say. Thank you. These last 4 years, my beautiful monitor. You shall be missed. All right, chat. So today, actually, I just realized one thing. Hold on. I actually have to do something really quickly before we even begin. Tell me you're my you remember me, gang? Of course I do. Acid. How could I forget the glorious king himself? How could I do that? Oh, is it going? It is going. Okay, perfect. Let me turn this off. Hi, Acid. How are you doing, sir? Hopefully you're doing well. You're 18. I've heard that you're 18 now, buddy. Oh my gosh. But today we are officially playing Dispatch, which is crazy that I'm still at 900, only 900 followers. But you know what? We'll leave it on. Anyways, we're playing Dispatch. We're finishing this game. We finished episode 5. And now it is time to get to 6. Now I've heard 6 is crazy. I'm hearing a lot of good things about 6. This is the only thing I'm streaming today. I'm about to go do an open mic video. Just wanted to see how you were. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Try the open mic video, man. All right, but tonight we're playing this. All right, in collaboration with Critical Role. All right, let's see, chat. I apologize about my freakiness last night. I was just really enjoying the game. What? The hell is this? Have we got this working, Robert? Mr. Robert Robinson? Oh, Robbie. Prototype 19.
I appreciate you coming to see this.
Thank God Instagal's here.
Can't believe you actually hung out with those fuckers.
You jealous, old man?
Of what? Let me guess. You get into a bar fight? I'm right? That's what criminals do at bars. They ruin everybody's fun. If you're gonna make me stand next to a criminal, you could at least hurry this shit
You
up.
missed 3 a.m. tacos, man.
Benjamin's fucking button, you could at least change his diaper.
You're the only one here that's full of shit.
Well, what you missed was 3 a.m. tacos leading to 4 a.m. heartburn, followed by 5 a.m. diarrhea. And despite all of that, it was lovely.
Okay, protocol test 19 ready to commence.
All right, let's see it.
Be good when you're good, Mega Man.
All right, let's go.
Engaging Protopulse. Now.
Come on, we need this one bad. Shroyd has to pick. I haven't forgotten, but Instagal, please, can we get some romances with options? Oh shoot, I'm so sorry, chat. My mic is not fully all the way up. Okay, so I should be better now.
Here we go.
Let me flex. I feel like saluting's kind of cringe.
All right, ready for launch.
Roger that.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Oh. We've got it working? I should show something else. This looks so ass. This looks so ass. Oh my gosh. But it's working, it seems like.
Not bad, right?
Looks better than the original.
The smoke is a little overkill.
I thought the same too, but I think the purple is a nice touch.
I also think so too.
Smoke. Shut it down.
Oh, damn, another one? That's crazy, man. I thought we were good. Damn. Notice how Blonde Blazer's not here? Damn. Okay, we might be cooked. Robert, don't die on me, please. Oh, Royd the goat. My Polynesian brother. See, chat, this is why everyone needs a Polynesian best friend. Look here. Because he's gonna be like, oh, brother, your girlfriend left you, man. I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, it's alright, man. Let's get some Musu VC and some Loco Mocos. Let's make you feel better, man. Oh, shit, Royd. Oh, my God. What the hell is happening? Oh, my God. Dispatch. Oh, actually, you know, this is actually cool. Okay. I just need him to not be cooked. Come on, man, please. Robert. Oh, Robbie. I'm gonna start calling him that. Oh, Robbie. Dude, I feel invested with these characters, man. Robbie, I need you to go ahead. Get up! As the young kids would say, oh, get up, mud! Sorry. Anyways. Oh, look, it's Fat Fuck. That's such a fat fucking dog, man. Like, good God. Oh, damn.
Welcome back.
Royd. Jesus, man. Hey, Chase is up.
Long was I out?
About 14, 15 hours, I think.
15 hours, damn.
You okay, Royd? Why do you look worse than me?
It's over, brother. I cannot recreate the astral pulse.
It's alright, Roy. You tried your best, man.
Too
I
much
appreciate you.
power, Too small a size. No pulse mean I can't make the man Mecca.
Hey, Roy. Hey, man. I love you, man. Don't even worry about it, bro.
Fail you.
Roy is so cool, man. I love people. Hey, man.
Bring down the whole team.
It's just it's literally just a minor setback. Don't even worry about it, man. Roy, I got you, brother.
This is
I got you,
just
brother.
a minor setback.
I'm not worried about it, Roy.
I'm not worried.
We got it.
But I am.
No, come on, Roy. Come here, man. Give me a hug, man. Roy, please don't do this to me. We're brothers. Look at
You
us.
did your best. I can't ask for anything else.
We're the same color, man. See? Real. Real. I love Royd. Royd, come on, man. I need more Royd. We love Royd.
I heard that big bastard crying in the bathroom. Makes it hard to shit when somebody's doing that next to you, you know?
Pretty distracting. Yeah. Everyone else okay? And busy gal?
Fine. One thing she's good at is disappearing when people get hurt.
What's your deal with her?
Yeah, what's your
Give
problem with
everyone shit, but it always seems extra with Vizzy.
She's
Ooh.
a liability. And one of us needs to be objective when it's clear something's going on between the two of you.
Oh?
Don't think I don't see it. It's all over your stupid face.
I mean, I look. If I'm Robert, I obviously have feelings for Visigal, but I mean, I'm just saying. Do you think she likes
You
me?
think she likes me?
How the fuck would I know?
I don't know. You seem to be watching everything I do. Can you ask her in PE? You put a note in her locker for me?
Ha-ha, motherfucker. But this little bit you're doing, it just exposes you. Because you wouldn't be joking like this if you didn't have a thing for it. Look, just be careful, kid. Some people, they're black holes. You reach out to help them, and they just suck you in and do whatever the fuck black holes do.
Okay, fair enough.
They fuck you up.
Okay, fair enough. I'm optimistic,
Your look
though.
Screams, I know some science shit, so I was with you the whole way.
Nah, come on, take the day off.
No, really. I'm fine. All I've got to do is sit at a desk.
Desk work doesn't land you in the infirmary. Think about that.
That is
I'll
true.
mull it over.
Chase cares, and it shows. He just doesn't want to lose him like his dad. And I get that. Who the fuck is that? What's up?
Stick to the plan. If they're red ring or enhanced, proceed with caution. Oh, 1 sec. What are you doing up?
Turns out, I'm completely fine. Just sort of time traveled several hours into the future where I felt invested.
Oh, cool, yeah. That happens
Wait.
to me.
Chat, is it working? Oh, I hate when I hate that I'm down an entire. Are you fucking kidding me? Being down an entire monitor actually might be one of the worst things ever. I'm gonna have to just go buy a new one. Oh well. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Why? Chat, are we back? Hello? Hello, chat. Are you back? Hello, chat. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, chat. Okay. Are we back? I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. We're back. We're back in black. We're back in black. We're back in black. We are black and black. Oh. All right. There we go, chat. Oh, okay. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Every night.
Wish I could say the same. How's the ship going?
Good. Yeah. Challenging. Made worse by all the enhanced villains we're dealing with lately. I have a whole new appreciation for you.
Really? Like you did before Blonde Blazer? Problem.
I'm sorry about the pulse.
It's fine.
Give us
Well,
some time.
Royd's a little down, but I'm sure we can come up with alternate power sources. Hey, really looking forward to tonight. Perfect timing.
Yeah, same. Wait, what are you...
what is she talking about? I'm not going anywhere, Blonde Blazer. Where's Invisigal? Congrats on not dying. Drink this when you're mad. Okay. Hello, team.
So, I'm no dispatch dude, but I don't know if sending him a level at a sub at Sunday school was the move.
Okay. I need someone to wait in line for this really cool game that I'm totally not. Wait patiently, blend in with the line to not look like a scalper. You know who looks perfect for this job? Blend in. Ooh, he said blend in. Wait patiently. You know he's a. I can do it. All right.
To pop on down to the store. Can someone watch my sweet kitty Hobbs while I'm out? He's fussy today.
Okay. Well then,
Graceful, but deadly.
Wanna get messy?
I just did not see that. Did that?
Call me a bogo bitch.
I just don't like Prism at all,
anyway,
man.
what'd I miss?
Look who finally decided to show up to work today.
Bro.
I'ma call you anyway.
I was up all night trying to figure out how you settled on Flambe.
Shit.
Corniest hero name I've ever heard.
Oh, big talk coming from the guy who looks like a goddamn NPC. This is you talking, Robert.
Crazy.
Taco shits. You've had taco shit since the sardine, right?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. I had taco shits.
Yep.
Like Invisigal said.
Wait, didn't you say you could handle spicy food?
Yes, which is why this doesn't make sense as an excuse, but totally the truth.
Well,
I love this.
give us the gift back.
Nah, I'm still gonna drink it. I don't care if it tears a hole in my stomach.
We were low-key hoping you'd toss.
I was gonna scoop it out of your trash after you clocked out.
I love these band of idiots, man. These are my band of idiots. These are my band of idiots, man. Yep, these are my people, alright. Interesting, so Mavella, and then, okay. Yes, Mr. Phenomenon Man, yes. Coop, you got anything? No, I'm sorry. I don't even care that I got rid of Sword Art. No, the Coop is it's so much better. I'm sorry. Coop had this day. Okay. Oh, time to get Meisters.
Hello? Yes, it's that time of month again. Send your finest over to clean my abode.
Your abode put up with this very freaking clutter. I think. What the hell? Who's got good conversation skills? I guess.
I'm gonna reroute to avoid churches and law offices. I just don't need that kind of drama.
What are you talking about? Okay, all right. Attempts until lockout. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I gotta go fast. Oh, it's time for me to go fast. Oh. Oh, it's time for me to go fast. Uh-oh. How the fuck? Okay, perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. Oh, shit. There you go. Up, up, down, down. Okay. Up, up, down. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. That's one down. And the other one. And this. Oh. I don't know why it does that. Up, up, left, right, left. So it's. Oh shit. Up, up, down. Okay, what's the last one? Damn. I always forget that last one. That's my only problem. Left, right, left. Okay. Up, up, down, left, right. Oh, chat, are we cooked? Up, up, down. Yeah. Up, up, down. Up, up, down. Left, right, right. Huh? I no. Right, right, right. Up, up, down. Left, right, left. Up, up, down. Left, right, left. Oh. Perfect. There we go. I don't know why that part just took me a while. I don't know what it is, chat. Cyberbullying. They've been saying we get the hacker's identity and there's nothing. Okay.
She did the best she could. Must be a bit rusty.
She's been away from the desk too long.
This was an easy job.
Well, it's not. I just make it look easy.
Oh, there you go.
Shit, Robert. You're actually cool.
He's not. He's just been gone all day, so it seems like he is.
You guys are funny. 54. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, because it's just everything we needed. Okay, perfect. All right. You know, we're doing a pretty good job, chat.
There's some dude just as phenomenal, man, picking fights with randos outside the convention center. It's weird. Can you make it stop?
I scared off the press. You know what? That's a perfect idea.
Swift as the night, sharp as my knife.
Oh,
Perfect.
it's going to be this time.
Phenomenons.
Thinking about that fucking taco place from last night. It was good, huh?
Okay, were the tacos actually good or was it just 3 a.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with the big guy on this one. I think it was both.
Could always go again, just to be sure.
I don't think that was a good idea. Okay. Oh, we got two. All right.
The election's coming up, and we're hosting a little roast of the mayor in SDN here.
It's a roast, but be smart. Do not. You don't want a shit list. Yeah, that's a perfect idea. Who are people that can talk? You.
It's showtime.
I had to say it. Yeah, Invisigal.
I don't write my own jokes. Can't we hire somebody?
No, you need to go ahead and do something about it. Investigate the supposed monster. Reassure that she's not cursed. Oi. Fucking hell. Flambe's just shit, man. I'm sorry.
I'm there.
You know what?
Ready anyway.
Yeah.
Unfinished business is just fancy talk for a stubborn bollocks.
Thank you, Jack. And hurts the real. Oh, whoa! I know who I need. I can't let anyone. The one person I'm gonna probably have to take. Okay, hold on. 100% perfect.
I have expressed my disappointment. He seemed remorseful. There were many tears from us both.
Okay, let's see. Invisigal, Prismatic, could we please? Okay, 81% is not bad. No, if it still said I fucked up even at 81%, I would have. I just, Prisma just kills me. Sure, they're very exacerbated attitude, man. Just makes me so happy. Yeah, we're just gonna investigate the pipes. We might be cooked here. Don't be like a 5 or say anything, please don't. Perfect.
This doesn't normally happen to me.
Okay.
Hey team, Blazer's doing a speech over the college, and one of you will be there to hear it.
Perfect. Yep. All right. No.
Gang war happening at the warehouse district. Looks like Red Ring and the Frigos.
Shit. The Red Ring's closing in on this biker gang.
Oh, that's actually the Frigos. They're an e-biker gang. Way worse.
Frigos?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, did you guys hear Vanderstein and his wife got divorced?
Yeah. Whoa.
I was beginning to believe Vanderstink's wife lacked both taste and sense.
I knew the vibes were off off this morning, but I couldn't tell if it was divorce vibes or shitty commute traffic.
Divorce vibes? How did?
She's not going to hell after all.
That's crazy. After healing a hero, Milo also reveals the stats of the next girl she's assigned to.
Yeah, but only if you marry a billionaire.
Wait, after healing hero, Malevolent also creates a portal node that once they call once per shift. The portal lasts after all Give me that damn shield. Yeah, Malevia, thank God she stays, because this is insane. I'm sorry, Coop was just better.
Preferably before 8 when the park closes.
Yeah, perfect.
It stands for live action role play, but it's not a sex thing. Okay, it's like people dressing up and playing pretend type shit.
Still sounds like a sex thing.
I was about to say, if I lost, I said, there's just no way.
Oh, I'ma stay winning.
All right.
Stronger.
Perfect. Okay, you know what? Then let me deal with oh so great Mr. Young Gravy over here. Chat. You know, I found out this was a Young Gravy plays this guy yesterday. I just said, what is? I was like, people. I was just like, people have to be either A, hey man, whatever money we gotta get, you guys gotta get. I understand. All right, Flambe. All right, next is Disrupted. Play as a Rouge, a Barbarian, and not as a Knight. I'll just play as a Knight. What's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with playing with a Knight? The fuck? Are you serious?
Oh, so close.
That actually upsetted me. Like, whoa.
Mr. Vanderstank is requesting assistance. His line of delivery bots appear to have gained sentience and are attacking the city.
Okay. Who would be the perfect person for this? I think. Gonna send Millennia. Perfect.
I know with the robots on this one, mate.
Kind of. The Yachts have been taken over by they're holding us hostage. Before they get their ransom money. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Is anyone? Oh, damn it! I don't think anyone's gonna be able to get there in time besides the Visigo.
Robbery downtown. Suspect is in pursuit, but we need SDN to defrost the bank.
Okay.
Teamwork slows me down, dude.
Defrost.
There's never been a job more perfect for me. I got this.
Okay. Well, let me see. I might actually just send Flambe. Yeah, sure. Sure, let's see. Next. Fuck. Okay. I don't know why all of a sudden my fucking remote just stopped working all of a sudden. That was strange. Okay, 80%. Yeah, perfect.
Delicious.
Okay. Let's see here.
Wants them destroyed, but I think there's a way to reprogram them.
Ooh.
Close your eyes. You're not gonna like what you see anyway.
Okay. Let's just go on ahead. Let's just bring Coop to do this. Horrible idea. Just gonna put Coop up to this.
I only travel through alleyways and shadowy underpasses.
We have some activities down in the sewers. My tenants are getting uneasy. Investigate and report the sewers. Yes, you two hunks of meat are just gonna do that. Perfect.
Quite an intimidating specimen. Hard on the outside, soft on the inside. I believe that is how all life forms are.
An uncertified dropped on an entire ship. Recover what you can before it becomes waterlogged. Damn. Okay. Yeah, you girls.
Love a symmetrical stage picture.
Okay, there you guys go. Melt the ass. Flambe, I swear to fuck, if you mess this up, I'm gonna be pissed off. Please, just. Okay, fair enough.
Burned a few civvies, but fire is hot. What do you want me to do?
Okay, I'm just never doing that again. Oh my god. Oh, come on, I was right there.
Don't sweat it.
I love how he only says that to
I thought you said you had it.
No, that was me.
What?
Night, everyone. Oh, I'm pretty fucking beat. I'll see your dumbasses in the morning.
You got the booze? Folks down for a carpool? I got room.
Shotgun.
We just do not have room for this.
Happy to assist in transport if someone wished to fly over in my arms.
I don't think that can happen. Phenomenon. Chad, I really have like grown to like this, like these groups of people. I feel like I can't fail. I was gonna say there's just no way I'm failing right. That actually would have said to me so much. Damn. Prize meta just Alright, and the last one is from What? Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, that was just so strange. I think I'm gonna use some more charisma. I like the charisma from her. And then because I don't have sonar. There's an entire race of mole people living beneath. Win them over with kindness, please. Please. If not, we're fucked. The action taken did not work. Okay. Perfect. Mole people friends. Perfect. Okay. We're doing pretty good so far, right? You know, we haven't had that many missed calls. 15. All right. We didn't do too bad. 1 skill point. All right. Heal an injury. Thank God. That's what we need. Please. If it goes into like fighting or vigor or like anything else, I'll be very happy. Ooh. So clearly we need someone who can be fast on our feet. To be honest, I think we have a good idea who that could be. Mavolia. She needs that bad. She needs that really bad. Okay, alright, now we're back at the place. At the place. Alright. Gotta figure out why the pulse is just not working. Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking.
You know, it feels like for the first time in a long time, I can see a life without Mecha Man.
What?
I'm sure you would appreciate.
Been
nice that we get to spend more time together.
What?
Right? Teaching people to be heroes, guiding them. It's not nothing, but...
Come on, man. I know you want to get back out there.
I don't think I can sit on the sidelines. I worked hard to get good at being Mecha Man. I don't know that I want to just walk away from that.
Yeah. I don't think so either, Robert. Come on, Robbie.
Just when I feel like I got a handle on it.
It all goes to shit.
I think about
Real.
Chase and my dad and Shroud. Then I get all fucked up. You know what I'm saying, Beef? You know what I mean?
Beef is so fat, man.
Yeah, exactly. See, this is why I appreciate her talks.
Alright, I feel like Invisigal's here. Or somebody else. What the fuck?
Are you decent?
Definitely a house that needs some warmth.
Told him that the last time I came.
What are you guys doing here?
Worse.
Why are you... What is this? What's happening?
Brother, we came to save the day. Or the nights. We
What?
Save the night.
That rubs out, by the way. You just have to put a little muscle into it. Do you know where you'd want to hang this?
Why are you holding a lamp?
I think he's only considered where he'd hang himself. That corner seems fine.
What?
It's a housewarming gift for your housewarming party, Robert. I told people to bring a lamp or something.
Wait, people? More people are coming here?
To my home?
Look, I'm not really in a party mood right now.
Know what it looks like to me with your tidy whities.
Okay, she just touched my...
This is your family photo area? Kind of morbid.
Oh shit, are they gonna figure out? I feel like they're gonna figure out that
Is that
I'm...
my work computer?
We figured it out, brother. The man can be Mecha again.
After your little premature explosion, I had this feeling like I'd seen it before.
Then
What?
She asked me to get the energy reading we got this morning and cross-reference with recent calls.
Wait. It's not destroyed?
Nope.
What?
The B-grade villains have been trying to unlock its power only to end up blowing their asses off like you did.
Oh my gosh.
Sell it on the next sucker and the same shit. It's passed hands at least 4 times that we've tracked.
How does Shroud not know this?
Yeah, probably think like us. I think it was destroyed.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's no smart fucker, and he gonna figure it out soon enough.
That's why we get to it first.
Which is why we're having a party?
The Z-Teamers know every low-level supervillain in 3 counties. We track its location. They'll know who has it. Then we kick in some doors, knock some heads, snatch that shit back, and you'll.
Yeah, why are you doing?
Why'd you do all this?
Yeah, I want to
I
know.
don't know. You helped me, and now I'm helping you. Just shut the fuck up about it until we find the thing.
So,
Okay.
one of the last pings that we got was from a boat over here in Marina del Rey, which is...
Oh, Yachty territory.
Why, she's here first. You know much about those guys?
Old money crew of ascot wearing cokeheads.
Okay.
Katie runs it now. 3 generations that family's been trying to finger me.
What
Wow.
are they accusing you of?
You're cute.
We're gonna ask you some questions about a piece of tech they moved. But first, Rob gotta put on pants.
Aw, what? But then I can't do this.
Yep, right on that.
Kept closed for beef. What? And we're playing music? Is this really what's happening? Look, I don't want flambe in my house, man. I don't want anyone else in my house. How about we keep it like this? So you go, how does Invisigal know where my house is? These are the questions I have to ask. So we're really about to get the outro pulse. I'm really about to become Mecha Man, Mecha Man again. Oh, Coop is here now. Oh my God, it's Jackie Boy. Me favorite Scottish man. I just would not want Prism in my house, man. I would not want Prism in my house. She's gonna break my entire. She's gonna take something from me, man. Pizza, okay. I mean, why is she? Oh my gosh, Prismata Man's in here. Who's that? Who's here next? Damn, everyone's here. Oh my God. What the fuck? Blonde Blazer. What? Chase? What the fuck? My house at Robert's house? You know what? I'll give Chase this. He's the GOAT. He's a GOAT for a reason, man. Bro, everyone's at this man's house? This is crazy. Chat, you know what? All right, on a very kind of depressing mode, I don't think I've ever had a housewarming party before, chat. Might be like that. Okay. Oh, and now everyone's dancing. Okay. You know what? I'm kind of glad I got rid of Sonar. I'm sorry, chat. I know I'm always critical and all, but okay, Chase. All right. No, man. We can chill out with all prismatic. If it could just be me and Invisigal, like if it could be like Invisigal and oh, this is what fucking Robert needs. Dude, if she betrays me, dude, chat, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit, chat. Oh my God. Chase, don't give me that look, man. Don't give me that look. Chase, I can't. Chase, I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I have to. We must dabble in all things, Chase. A man must.
You understand how projectors work, right?
Felt more dramatic.
Dramatic? What are you talking about?
Why is it always a warehouse by the docks?
It's where stuff comes in and stuff goes out. Not a rocket scientist, are ya?
No, that was my dad. What kind of security are you dealing with?
That's where it gets tricky.
Okay. Holy
shit.
That's more than shit. You need a fucking army.
I'll go.
What?
Can't shoot what you can't see.
Look, this is really great work, but doing this tonight is out of the question. Hitting a secure location like this is something they would handle downtown.
Yeah, it would.
Kidding? There's enough firepower in this room to take down a fucking kaiju.
Bunch of drunk ass Z-teamers, please. Y'all wouldn't make it past the front door.
No one's asking you to do a goddamn thing, okay?
Hey, no need for that.
Yeah, this
Take
is
the
it.
day to plan it with downtown and hit the warehouse tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? This thing's not gonna sit still for that long. If we don't grab
Shit, should we go to? Well, everyone's drunk. Oh, damn, who should we go?
someone else will.
Maybe we should make
It's
it.
incredible, Viz, but Laser's right. We make a plan. No need to rush this.
There's no guarantee it'll be there tomorrow. We need to go now.
She said no. You understand that word, or has it got too many fucking syllables for you?
Damn, Chase.
Walk your ass around a mall, Grandpa.
Oh my God.
They're talking.
You are no fucking hero.
Oh wow. Whoa, whoa.
You Invisigal, you named yourself Invisibitch. And
Whoa.
You're drunk. You need to stop talking.
Chase is crazy.
Get people fucking killed, then you need to go back to the team where you belong.
Whoa, come on, man. That was a slur. That was a slur. Come on, man. Look what. Oh my god, I hate you, Prisma. Always looking for drama. Always looking for drama. She can't go one night. Oh, I need to get my phone out. Oh, beat his ass. Beat his ass. Oh, yeah, my clip. It's that Flynn in her chat. Come on, man.
Robert doesn't need to keep going out there with no powers, putting his life on the line to make up for assholes like you. He doesn't need to be Mecha Man to be a hero.
Fucking hell. Are you serious?
Wait, Robert's...
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh my god. Flambe's not here. We're good. Flambe's not here.
You playing them, you playing yourself. You think you're invisible, but I fucking see you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know you're a liar, criminal. I know you're fucking dangerous. What else do I need to know? There. Now I know you're a coward.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. Busy! Wait!
She called her Vizzy.
That was a nice uppercut. That bitch sent his ass airborne. How are you?
Oh, damn. I might tell everyone to go out. No, I care about Chase, man.
Are you alright?
That's enough for tonight.
Yeah, everybody out my fucking house.
Sorry, this turned into... whatever just...
It's fine. Get out the fuck out of my house. Get out my house. Get out my fucking
Anyone
house.
who utters one word about what happened tonight fucking answers to me. Got it?
Oof. Blonde blade. Yeah, you turned that shit off, Prisma. That's not good to... Thank fuck that flame base left.
Frogs. From that thing, you know?
That's cool. I'm glad Flambe's left. I'm glad that Flambe's like he was not here. I'm very much so glad Flambe took a while to get over here because holy hell, anything else that would have been bad. That would have been very, very bad. Fucking hell. But Chase, come on, man. You can't act like this, man. Come on, man. You can't act like that, man.
Sir, you can't park there. That's a red zone. Thought you went home.
Came back to apologize. All these goddamn apartments look the same. Watching it from the balcony. Walked into his house thinking it was yours. Sorry about that.
Fuck you!
Hey, he said he was sorry.
Well, fuck you too!
Okay, let's just...
He'll be okay.
You sure this ain't vodka?
She told you?
Made quite a first impression. Didn't know you were into spitting in people's mouths. Kinky shit. It's that internet somehow made sex boring.
Okay. You sound how you look.
Another thing I can't do anymore. Fuck. That's why I say the word so much.
What?
Sorry, Chase. I hadn't thought about that.
Come on, man. Well, who would? Chase can...
Pretty good run.
What? Chase, you're not dying. Come on. Please don't say it like that, man.
Why we do what we do.
It's for the good cause, man. We're doing...
All on the line for someone who won't ever know your name.
Because it's the right thing to do, chat. Yes. Now, doing the right thing doesn't mean you're getting paid for it at all. It just means being a good person, chat. That's all you gotta be. Come on, man.
It's just the right thing to do.
It's just the right thing to do.
And you think the Z team will be able to tell the difference?
I do.
First week. Busy. I was gonna walk off the team. You know, she's feeling low. Talking about how she was born with powers that always meant she'd end up as a villain. Like it was fated. So obviously I gave her the pep talk, you know. Like, that's all bullshit. You make up your own fate, yada yada. I don't even remember what I said, but I do remember thinking, oh, fuck. Yeah, that must have been hard. Like if I didn't have you, you know, and my dad, where would I have ended up?
Yeah.
You were always good. That was always in you. That's what makes us different from a thief like her.
Whoa.
Oh, come on. You've stolen things too.
Yeah.
You racist motherfucker. I never stole a fucking thing in my entire fucking life.
Chase, you've literally stolen things from me.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't count. That was for somebody else.
What? Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Contemplating.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Insane, 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 insane.
I hadn't considered some things.
Like what?
I think the answers are out there if you just listen to the wind.
Come on, Chase. What do you mean, man? Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I see why you and Beef get along.
Oh, where's my guy? Oh, I'm sorry, my poor boy.
That little fat fuck.
My boy, there's my good boy. Who's a good boy? Beef is.
Beef, my fat fuck, man. What? Why is it beeping?
Is there a mic on this? Hey, can you hear me? The fuck are you doing?
Oh, not much. Just looking for your stupid ass pulse that's somewhere on this big ass boat. Someone must have dropped a pin in the supervillain group chat because this place is crawling with dipshits.
What? Oh my god. Invisigal.
I don't know where it is either.
You know who's not good, Beefy boy? You know who's a real pain? Fizzy.
Get out of there now.
Look, you're disappointed, I'm disappointed. I'm sure Chase will have some shit to talk, but I'm here. And this is our last chance of getting this thing.
But you're gonna die.
Maybe if I can hack into the system, I can trace the energy signal. Check the manifest.
Something would be great. Yeah, let's start with something.
All right, Vizzy, I got it. All right, let's make this chat happen because this is bad. All right, All right, fucking A. Shit. Oh my god.
Need a password.
All right, come on. Up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right. Come on, let's go. Come on, up, right. Oh, excuse me, Chad. Holy shit. Is it in here? Oh. Perfect.
Hey, I'm getting a huge energy reading coming from the captain's quarters.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to know where that is?
See that tower?
The biggest one. It's at the top.
Oh, perfect. So you want me to cross this active battlefield?
Look, I didn't want you to do any of this shit.
I get it, okay. Jesus.
Keep your eyes peeled for Elizabeth. Looks like she might know something we don't.
Whoa.
Shit. They're onto me.
Oh, hey, there's a door to your left.
Fuck, it's locked. Feel free to take your time. Just catching up with some old friends.
Don't put me under pressure. Ha ha ha. I'm not good with pressure. I'm not good with pressure. If it's a girl, please don't die on me. I need you, Robert, to be in heavenly.
Hurry up!
You and Robert need to be happy. You wanna? Perfect. Come on, Jesus Christ.
Got it.
Left, up, down. Left, up. Left, up. Right. Okay. Perfect. Look, I was gonna say, if you don't go, thank you. Good God. Door unlocked. Go ahead and.
What the fuck?
Dude, she's gonna die at this point. She's using too much of it.
Okay, hey, Lizzie, lead him towards that speaker tower. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Maybe a good one.
Please. Shit. Move.
Follow me, Featherdick. I got something real cool to show you. At the tower. Do your thing.
Working on it.
Okay.
Work faster.
Kind of trying to. I hate when it does that. That pisses me off. Perfect. Okay. Please don't do this to me. Okay, sweet God. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought.
Cover your ears.
There we go. Come on.
Is that why birds fly into shit?
Look out, behind you.
She's got no room to breathe at all. Good God.
Fuck me. How am I supposed to get around that?
Look, hey, just worry about not dying. I'll find you a way around.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better. Yeah, please. The last thing I need is you dying. Okay.
God, why does the crane have the hardest controls?
Shit.
Just passing through. Fuck me, they're minding me.
Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. Left, 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 right. I was gonna say, you wanna try that? There we go.
Now the crane.
Perfect. I was gonna say, left, left, right. Okay, left, left, right. Left, left, right. Okay.
Heads up, lights here.
Oof. Thank fuck.
The captain's quarters should be right in front of you.
Tell us where the pulse is, Invisibitch, before we go full Pompeii on your ass.
Pompeii's insane.
Full Pompeii on my ass? What kind of threat is that? You gonna give me diarrhea?
Wait, no. That was predictable.
Ah, shit.
Where the fuck is this thing? Because that's not gonna hold him for long.
It's in the safe.
The safe? I don't know how to open a fucking safe.
Fuck. Alright, let me see what I can do.
Come on. Robert, you gotta be kidding me.
Sure, this was excessive, but
It kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Hurry up! You're almost through the door.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, man. What? Literally took me off. Hello? Game? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, man. Okay. I mean... Okay, perfect. It's fine. Perfect. All right. And then we have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Perfect. Yay! I totally know how to do that. Yes. Look how smart I am. I'm so smart. I'm so smart.
All right.
I don't know. Does it look like a little glowy butt plug?
You know what? I guess it does. Okay.
So now all you gotta do is sneak past the...
Why did stop? Holy shit. Are they?
Shit, Shroud.
I'm here. Just hang on. Trying to get the camera back online.
It's fucking Shroud.
You're good. Just take one step at a time.
It's fucking Shroud, isn't it? What could possibly be happening right now?
Stop.
Please, please don't do it. Shroud, please. I'm sorry. Shroud, please. No, please, Shroud, for fuck's sake.
Hey, Izzy, stay calm. Your inhaler, it's...
Oh, for fuck's sake. Please. Please leave Invisigirl alone. Look here. Please. Shroud, I'm sorry. Oh.
Hey, Izzy, he's just gonna keep fucking with you, but you don't give up.
Come on, please.
Okay?
Please, it's okay. Please, please. Hey, Shroud. Hey, man, I know you took my dad, but look here, man.
Izzy, you gotta fight. Please. Izzy, hey, listen to me. You get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah, you have to. Please. Beef? I think we're fucked, Beef.
Keep up.
Chase?
No!
There's no way. Are you serious? Okay, they're fine. We're good. We're good. Good. Chase, you're good, right? Chase? Chase, don't you dare. Chat, this can't be real. Chase, please. Chase, please. I have to wait a fucking week for those last 2 episodes? There's just no fucking way. Are you serious? You and 53% of players wanted to wait and make a plan to retrieve the Astral Force. I thought that would make more sense. You and 0% of players helped Invisigal locate the Astral. What are you talking about to locate? Okay. You and 70% of the players danced with Invisigal. You and 30. Okay. Oh my god. Failed to deal with Van Code's. Okay. Oh my god. Bro. No, don't do this to me, please, bro. Please let me go back. Chase, no. Chase, please. Chase, don't do this to me. Chase, please. Chase, come back, come back. Chase, come back, please. I can't fucking do this. Chase, please. Oh my god, Chase, please, 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 please. No, there's no fucking way. Chase, please, there's no way, 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 there's no fucking way. Chase. Okay. Wow. Was that a fucking stream, alright? I was expecting to finish so quickly. I mean, but that was the only thing I had planned tonight, chat, was to finish off Dispatch and continue it tomorrow. Wow. God, why did it have to be Chase, man? No, Chase. Chase, no. If Chase is dead, I'm killing Shroud. I'm putting the astral butt plug up his ass and I'm exploding him from the inside out. Okay? There's no more mercy. No. You killed the only real one. You're done. You're done. Shroud, give me the option. I'm putting the astral plugs up his ass. So far up that his G-spot thinks is a fucking dildo and he's being combust, okay? He's gonna fucking foam out the mouth when I'm done with him, okay? Yeah, we need some justice for Chase if he's actually fucking dead. Well, we'll figure that out next week, chat. Oh, I'm so sad. Chase, no. No, it couldn't have to be Chase, no. This is why, for the first time I'm going to say this, we should have listened into fucking Blonde Breacher, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, why? No, 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 there's just no way. No, Chase, please. Please, Chase, please. Fuck me, man. Oh, okay, well, with that, chat, I guess I'm ending early tonight. Wow. An hour stream for Dispatch? Crazy. But with that in mind, chat, hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your day, night, and I'll see each and every one of you next time. Justice for Chase, chat. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Next time. See you guys. Justice for Chase, man. Justice for Chase.